Hello everyone. So today we are going to convert the terrain generation system that includes the foliage generation and grass spawning system into a plugin. So here is the demonstration. So far we were using this as a project, and all the C++ code and all the blueprints that we developed for this system is inside the project itself. So today we are going to make it a plugin so that not just in this project, you can copy this plugin to whatever the project you want. Here is the plugin. You will have this at the end of the session, so you can just copy this plugin either to the engine or either to whatever the project plugins folder and use this system inside your project. So that's what we are going to work on today. And after converting this into a plugin, and once you enable the plugin in your project, you will see this world generator. From now on I'm gonna call it world engine. It will appear here under CLM world engine content. So yeah, let's see how to do that today. And before we get started, as always, I'd like to remind you, you can download the project files of this project and all other thousands of projects that I have done in my channel. To the date, there are over 1700 videos, and for each video, project file is accessible once you become a member without a limit. So feel free to check it out. Link is in the description below. And let's get back to the tutorial. Okay, this is my project, which contains the world generation system as a project. So the source files are in this folder. So what I want to do is convert these existing source files into a plugin so that we can use the system, the world generation system we have implemented here in any other project with ease. So I'll first copy this project, the required files, and let's create a new project. I'll call it CLM world engine plugin. And paste. Okay, now let me open the project. It will ask to rebuild them, so I'll rebuild all the modules. Right, so here is the project. Nothing is changed, everything is as it is. Okay, now here I'll go to plugins and add the plugin. So if you don't have any C++ in the project, I think you only get this content only option, but I already have C++ code in my project, so therefore I get all these options. So I'm gonna select blank and I'll name it CLM world engine. Okay, and yeah, create. Okay, now here we have the project. Under games we have world gen, and here is the plugins folder and CLM world engine plugin. So now here, open this build.cs. We are going to add these custom modules that we added into the build.cs file of the project. These things, they were not available by default, so we had to add them in order to use the modules that we have used when we create the world generator. So we're gonna need them in the plugin as well, so I'll just paste them here first and save. So let's go back here and Now here we have the blueprints that we have created using the C++ classes that we had implemented for world generation purposes. So this class is a child of world generator C++ class. So I'm gonna do something later on that helps me to easily transfer this blueprint into a blueprint that is derived from a class in the plugin that we are going to work. So for that, I'm gonna create a class that would be replacing this world generator class inside the plugin. So actor, and here select world engine module, and then I'll call it, we can't use the same name, so I'll use world engine and create. Now a class named world engine will be added to our plugin, and it's compiling, and we got an error. So let's close the project. I think because we added these new dependencies, we may have to close the project and rebuild. Let's see. Alright, now I'm gonna duplicate this BP world, and let's call it BP world engine, and open it. And under class settings, instead of world generator, I'll reparent it to world engine and reparent. Now we do have errors. Let's discard them for now. Then close the project and close the Visual Studio project also. Now go back to the project. So inside this source here, remove the world generator header file and the C++ file, and I have opened another instance of Visual Studio from my original project so that I can copy the code from world generator header file and world generator C++ file, and I put it in my other screen. Now go back. Perhaps we might need to regenerate project files. Let's do that. Okay, open the Visual Studio project. Here we already have the world engine header file and C++ file. Now let's start copying. Let's start with the hash includes, and then this use struct. If I previously didn't remove world generator C++ files from the project, we might run into errors because of the same class names for this struct and other stuff that we have. And after this point, let's copy everything. Okay, so here instead of world generator, a world engine here and here. Now in the C++, select from the bottom to top. First, let me copy the header files. And from here to here, everything. Now I'll leave only one file, one function, because I need to replace this 𝐂𝐴𝐵𝐿𝐷 generator with 𝐂𝐴𝐵𝐿𝐷 engine. So just to copy this. Now remove. Select 𝐂𝐴𝐵𝐿𝐷 generator, Ctrl H, and replace with 𝐂𝐴𝐵𝐿𝐷 engine. Do it for all the instances of 𝐂𝐴𝐵𝐿𝐷 generator. Okay, the file is complete and I don't see any errors. Now let's hit run and build the project. And here we see procedural mesh component as a dependency, but it depends on procedural mesh component. So we can define dependencies. Is it saying as a dependent plugin? Let's look into that later. Let's first get this working. Right, now here, now you see this original BP world is broken because we removed the class. And this one, now if I compile, so for the most part it's fine, but these functions need to be refreshed, so they are broken and I couldn't find an easier way to do that. So let's do the hard way, starting from here. Do we have any errors inside? No. Okay, we do have these functions, but still they are broken. If I refresh them, they just vanish like this. See, so makes it harder to replace. Get closest tile. Generate terrain sync. Add foliage instances. Get location. Find and this one. And we still see an error in this function. Remove foliage tile. Let's copy this. Remove foliage tile is here. Let me delete that and again create it. Right. Okay, these are local variables. Function is good. What else? This is relevant for age. This is this replaceable. Okay. Alright, our error is gone. Get tile location. And get player location. Alright, no more errors, I think. Now it's time to test, but I don't think we have a world engine object no longer in the level, so let's place one. For edge types, fine, and tree. I'll leave the default values here. Remember I was using 3000 last time, and this 6 by 6, and this value also a little bit higher. Right, and I place this in the root, and let's play. It's not generating. Let's see why. Here I have mistakenly put 0. Alright, now it's working. Okay, so yeah, it's working as it was working before. And now I want to put this blueprint inside this plugin. Here we have plugin content folder. If you don't see that, go to the plugin and check can contain content. Check if this is true. If it is false, make it true. Then this content folder will appear. Then you can just drag and drop this blueprint here. So now you have a plugin. And also you can put all these assets, for example this terrain material and this foliage we use. If you want to package them also with the plugin, you can put those things also inside this plugin content. So then you can nicely package everything and reuse it in other projects. Now once everything is done, so I only demonstrated the process for this world engine, world generation part. You can follow the same procedure for this grass spawner and object spawner and move them also into the plugin. And once everything is done, here you will have your plugin. In this plugins folder, CLM World Engine. So you can just copy this. If you want, you can copy this CLM World Engine plugin into the engine plugins folder or project plugins folder and use with whatever the projects that you want to use. Alright, so thanks for watching. As always, updated project files will be available for the download in Patreon page. Link would be in the description below. And see you in another episode. Goodbye.